This playthrough is rated T for teen. Chapter 3, December 20th, 1980. Time to find out if Kyle's luck is about to turn around. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Last Window, The Secret of Cape West. In the last episode, Kyle decided to check around the hotel, being fired and all, so what was he else going to do at the time? Met some more tenants, found out some stuff went on to the hotel while he was gone, and found this Rex guy that had been asking him questions. Will we find out more? Let's find out. Another lazy Saturday morning, and I was still dreaming. In my dream, I was standing in front of an old window somewhere. Beyond the glass stretched a vast blackness, through which I could make out a faint figure facing away from me. I pounded on the window in an attempt to get the person's attention, but just as the person noticed my voice and began turning around, my eyes opened. I was awake. A damn phone again. I let slip a few choice words as I wearily slide my arm towards the phone. Hey, handsome. Rachel? Something's wrong. You're not usually your usual chirpy self this morning. Yeah, your call woke me up. The sound of the phone pulled me out of this crazy dream I was having. Did you have a late night or something? You could say that. I had some things on my mind. Didn't hit the hay till dawn. But forget all that. What's so important you gotta call now? There's a message from Ed. There's something he wants you to answer right away. Seems he wants to know if you still feel like working for Red Crown. He what? Well, do you? Of course I do. Thought so. Rachel, you don't think the old man's beginning to regret firing me, do you? Didn't think he felt remorse. You quite done? Maybe you'd like to explain to me exactly what I have to regret. Ed, you're the one who should be on your knees. If anything, getting rid of a no-good bum like you was a breath of relief. I think you made your point. Just to be clear, I don't regret booting you out, but it has been on my mind. Even had a strange dream about it. A strange dream? Yeah, it's pretty messed up. You were in it, lying dead by the roadside. You're right, that is messed up. Not exactly a premonition, though, unless you've got plans to off me yourself. Yeah, well, careful what you wish for. Still, not a great feeling to see the guy I fired dead by the roadside. You know what the worst part is? I'll tell you anyway. It's waking up with that image in your head, feeling genuinely worried. Worried, eh? Think about it. There can't be that many guys out there willing to take on a lazy bum like you. Even if you did find someone, they'd likely fire you in 3 days. So if I don't take care of you, how do I know my dream won't come true? So what are you saying? I'm a reasonable guy. I figured you got enough going for you to make me give you another chance. But mark my words, this will be the last chance I ever give you. My last chance. Got it. So what's it gonna be? Do you accept? ... Guess I do. It's settled. I'm not gonna just bring you back in though, no way. I've gotta think of a way to test just how low you are. You'll be hearing from me. Anyway, I got things to do. Ed, wait up. What is it? I want to ask about that weird order sheet we talked about before. Thought I was pretty clear about that. Throw it in the trash. If the client ain't happy to go through me, we don't do the job. Simple. Rachel, you're up. Hey, Kyle. You're still sweating over that sheet, huh? Yeah, I can't forget the damn thing. Just can't seem to figure out why it came straight to me. It's puzzling, I'll give you that. Not only that, I had a run-in with our mutual friend, Rex Foster. You did? Yeah, I caught him skulking in the cafe in my apartment building. A real shady guy. Seems he's been snooping into my past, too. I want to find out all there is about him. That's where you come in. Don't suppose you could do a bit of sniffing around, could you?
Will do, handsome. I'll give you a call as soon as something turns up.
Counting on you, Rachel. I twist the top of the tap, and a jet cold, refreshing water streams out. I put on one of my trademark suits. My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's there? They don't want to answer me. Oh, right, I can answer the door from here. Oh, Miss Patrice. Glad I caught you while you were at home. Is there something I can help you with?
Calm down, Mr. Hyde. Are you telling me you've forgotten our chat from the other day?
Which chat would that be?
Well, do you remember what we discussed or not?
Maybe we should ignore that? No, we'll inquire. Miss Patrice. I don't have a clue. Don't have a clue.
Is that so, Mr. Hyde? But you can't wriggle out of it that easy. Simply put, I'd like the rent.
Ah, right.
Do I have your attention now, Mr. Hyde? Good. I'll be expecting both this month's and last month's rent, $400 total.
Roger that.
And I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing.
Miss Patrice, can I ask you something?
Perhaps. What is it?
I overheard some gossip about an incident that happened here 13 years ago.
Oh?
Are the rumors true?
Now, Mr. Hyde, I thought you'd know better than to pay attention to idle gossip and rumors. I really must be on my way.
Of course no one tells us what's going on. Miss Patrice walks away. Time to pay up, I guess. Doesn't sound like anything a trip to the bank can't solve. I'm pretty sure I've got enough left in there to cover it. Hang on. Today's Saturday. The bank's closed. To make matters worse, the ATM won't recognize my card anymore. Now I'm really stuck. How the hell am I going to get my hands on the rent money now? Wait, I think I might still have some cash stuffed in the wallet of my suitcase. If I put that together with other cash is lying around, I might have 400. Now let's find out. Yeah, we saw our some money clip in our bag last time we checked, so my case is lying flat on the table. There's the money clip. I take 380 out of my wallet. Okay. We know where the other one is. We saw a earlier we saw a bottle on our stereo that has 380, not everything, but almost there. Now scrap together the last 20 and pay up. Yeah, there was a bottle on the, I believe, the stereo when we checked a while back that had some money on it too, so. My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's there? Yeah, let's see what they're, who it is. Oh, right. I keep forgetting I could just click the door. Yeah, it's Tony. You gotta be kidding me. Hey there! What'd I do to deserve this early morning visit? You're not trying to get me involved in any more shady arguments, are you? Nah, man, it's nothing like that. Then what is it? It's something you're gonna want to hear, Hyde. What makes you think I want to hear anything you have to say? You're gonna want to keep it close to your chest, though. Basically, I got wind of a surefire way of winning big bucks. There's no way we can lose, man. No risk at all. You stand to get 10 times the amount of cash you put in. 10 times. 10 times sure does sound good. If it's that good, why aren't you there raking in it? Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's a minimum amount you need to start, and I don't even have that. There's definitely something fishy about this. So that's why I came to talk to you about, buddy. If we pool our resources, we can make a killing. I'm wasting my time just listening to this crap. Huh? My phone again. You don't have a problem with me using some of your money on this, do you? God, ignore him on this. You're gonna lend me some cash, right? My phone's ringing. I really should answer it. Oh, come on, man. Help me out here. I'm in a tight spot. I really need your support right now. Sorry, I'm gonna get that. The phone's ringing. Hello? I hear a stern voice on the other end of the phone. Who is this?
Mr. Hyde, this is Margaret.
Miss Patrice?
I'd just like to say that I'd like the rent paid in full by the end of the day.
By the end of the day?
Yes, Mr. Hyde, thank you and goodbye.
Why'd she call me this time? Yeah, see ya. Now this really complicates matters. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Oh, well. Are you still here, Tony? Oh, great. You're still hanging around here, so. So, getting back to what we were saying. So, what do you mean by tight spot, anyway? So, what do you mean by tight spot? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. You better not be lying to me, Tony. No way, man. I'd never do that. Besides, you got your own problems, right? That was Mags on the phone just now. I noticed how you were speaking. When she wants something from you, there's no stopping her. She was on the phone to me not too long back. If I don't strike it rich with this deal, I'm never going to sell the rent. What deal? Tony? The deal you're talking about, is it just some kind of gambling scheme? That tight spot you let slip was your rent, right? No, man, what makes you say that? You're just chasing dreams, Tony. If you gamble away your cash, you're gonna lose. Yeah, the house always wins, as they say. You think I'm gonna lend you cash out of my own pocket just like that? Maybe you should try working for your money. That's harsh, you know that. I got the message. I'm out of here. Tony leaves looking less than happy. Okay, time to get your head straight. What's it gonna be? Okay, well anyway. So we need to check that bottle that was here before. There's an empty whiskey bottle on top of the chest of drawers. Inside the empty whiskey bottle is a load of money I've saved up. Got quite a bit saved up here. Now you just need to shake, yeah, turn around. There we go. And shake it. The bills are stuck in there. Maybe if I shake it around. This is why you don't stuff cash into bottles like this, dude. Well, a little more cash fell out. Well, that's why you don't stuff cash into a bottle with a thin top. Thin, like, tube right there. Still no bills, though. Just 5 coins. Gonna need to break the bottle to get to the bills. Could smash on the table. But if I damage the furniture, Mags will probably have a fit and charge me even more rent. Better go find something else to break it with. Okay, so we need someone that has a hammer. And we know a handyman in the building. So we need to go see Dylan! Dylan! Sorry, I can't replace it. I can't do a Schwarzenegger voice. Dylan! I already almost throw out my voice doing like certain recordings because of the certain voices I choose to give people. You know, they strain my voice out a bit. So anyway, Dylan, I believe he's room 304. Dylan pokes his head out from the open door. Aw, it's you, Mr. Hyde. Dylan, I've got something I need your help with. You think I can help you somehow? Here's open. Well, okay, glad to be of service. Why don't you come on inside? We can talk. So this is where Dylan calls home. Not as nice as the ladies' areas, but still decent. Alright, let's see if we can examine some stuff. Well, we'll do it eventually. So, Mr. Hyde, you were saying something about needing my help? Yeah, I need to borrow something. I'm pretty sure you've got what I need. Well, don't keep me hanging. What is it? A hammer. A hammer? You do have one, don't you? Won't be able to call myself a repairman if I didn't, now will I? But why do you need to borrow my hammer, Mr. Hyde? Well, I need it to smash open a bottle. See, I've got to take something. No. Okay, I need it to smash open a bottle. What do you need to do that for? There's something inside I need to get my hands on. I've tried everything else, but nothing short of smashing it is going to work. That's quite a fixer in there. I think I'm going to help you out, though. Just hang around here for a little while. Why should I do that? Simple. I have my toolbox in my car, and it's got my hammer inside. Won't take me long. I'll be back before you know it. Understood. Dylan leaves to go to his car. Alright, now we have to play. Now we played the waiting game. Let's check out his apartment while we wait. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. This crystal is a dark blue color that looks different from every angle. Yeah, it studies geology, huh? Part of Dylan's crystal collection. A pink crystal with white veins running through it. A toolbox with a handle. Looks pretty new. Must use this toolbox for his work. Looks like he's into entomology, I think. The case with pressed butterfly is on display. Various breeds of butterfly are held in place with pins. Sure, a lot of butterflies. Seems fitting for Dylan. He always acts like he's got butterflies in his stomach. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. A translucent bluish crystal with a smooth surface. This crystal is white and orange. It feels rough to the touch. Preserved insect specimens are displayed in a case. It's an insect display case. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. This crystal is light blue and appears to have some air bubbles in it. I'm sure I've seen a piece of jewelry somewhere with a crystal like that. But where? Part of Dylan's crystal collection. This one is blue and has a million tiny scratches that diffuse the light. Part of Dylan's crystal collection. It's pale green and looks like it's been polished. These books are about different kinds of crystals. These books are about insects. This bookcase is home to Dylan's collection. Okay, I think that's it for that. So he studies rocks or it's crystals and stuff like that. Huh. Is an angel? What, are we referencing the first game? Well, I mean, we've already referenced the first game multiple times, but maybe I'm imagining things, but that painting looks strangely familiar. Yeah, it reminds me of bits of the story from the previous game of the whole angel book and all that. So. There's a blue sofa by the window. It looks like there's room for 2, maybe 3. Matches all the other furniture in the room. Wouldn't have expected Dylan to be so coordinated. I guess don't judge a book by its cover, right? It's a coffee table with nothing on it, not even coffee. I better not blow on this blind, unless I want a face full of dust. No, I guess nothing else to... No, I read... Whoops. Okay, nope. It's a little old refrigerator. The motor is really loud. Must be annoying having it close to his bed. It could be like white noise. Maybe that's what he falls asleep to. There's a chest of drawers next to the bed. Nothing. Yes, it's a telephone. Okay. Dylan has a radio next to his bed. It's one of the latest models that also plays cassette tapes. Ooh. The blind is completely closed. I can barely just see out through the gaps. The blinds are completely closed. Looks like he keeps all his blinds that way. Doesn't want the sun in or himself to get distracted or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, if you want to go on the plot, you just go straight to the picture, but I'm checking everything out. The shelves in here are chock full of plates, cups, and whatever else. I'm generally surprised by how much crockery Dylan has and by how much I care. It looks like something's got split down here. In the corner is one of those locking cupboards that all these rooms have. The door has practically fallen off. The extractor feels rough from all the grime. Hey, why am I touching it? I don't know, dude. You're a very strange man. The stove isn't too dirty, at least. This is where Dylan keeps his spatulas, carving knives, and slotted spoons. There are a few pots in the cupboards at the bottom. No dirty dishes in the sink. These cupboards are totally bare. It's barely even worth looking. Let's see, nothing over there. Nothing in here. There's a trash can squeezed into the wash bin. It's empty. It's a wash basin. I can't see anything on the shelf. We must keep it free just in case. It's a mirror. Actually, this whole corner is like a mirror image of my room. Well, I'd assume, usually most hotels, like most of the floors on the same floor, or most of the rooms on the same floor would be very similar to each other because it's easier to design that way. The same antiquated shower head that's in my room. I can see some small drops of water on it. I assume these taps are for the bath, just an assumption. They look like a little rusted, actually. Rub-a-dub-dub. The shower curtain is green and has a kind of grid pattern on it. The towels are folded neatly. I can see some shampoo and shower gel at the bottom of the cabinet. The toilet is a little stained. I don't think it'll investigate further. Ugh, not unless you want to clean it up. This is where Dylan keeps his toilet paper. Fascinating. Hey, you're the one who's talking about it. You're the one of the game that the game is basically saying, hey, look at me. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check to the television in my room outside of see if there was any extra news outside of it. It's probably all the same stuff, but the closet is showing its age. The varnish looks like it's peeling off. A jigsaw puzzle with a picture of a lake during winter has been framed and hung up. The bed sheets have been laid out neatly. Guess it won't let me check the television. Oh well. Anyway, let's get on with the plot. I noticed a framed jigsaw puzzle on the wall depicting an angel. A painting? It's Angel Opening a Door by Osterzone. Yeah. Can't believe that thing's hanging up here of all places. Yeah, that was a big thing in the previous game. The original artwork was stolen from a New York art museum. The people that took it were part of the Nile crime syndicate. I wonder if Dylan made this puzzle. It's certainly beginning to show its age, too. Plus, the frame is absolutely covered in dust. Let me try to clean it up a little. Oh, klutz. Damn. Should have seen that coming. Now the whole thing's in pieces. This really isn't my day. Alright, time for another puzzle. Put the puzzle together. Okay, so let's see. I was about to say it's usually pretty straightforward on where things should go there. Might be. Oh wait, no, that doesn't look like anything like that. Where's the other eye? There it is. Yeah, let's see. I don't think that one goes. No. I'm looking for pieces that look out of place and color-wise. So there's that. That one should be there. Let's see. That one is. Yeah, that one. Oops. No, that one I want to turn that way. There. And where's the... Okay, there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, you don't, as far as I'm aware of, you don't even have to be super accurate with these. If you're even close, the game will just automatically finish it. That should just about do it. And just in time. Sorry about the wait. Didn't really notice the time, to be honest. That's good then. Anyway, the hammer wasn't where I thought it was. That's why I couldn't get back here earlier. Don't fret, you're back now. Well, yeah. So here's your hammer, Mr. Hyde. I take the hammer from Dylan. Thanks. I just wanted to return when you're done. Wasn't planning on selling it, you know. Dylan, there's one more thing. Or he is? The puzzle with the angel hanging on your wall. Did you put it together yourself? Yeah, jigsaw puzzles pass the time between repair jobs. Is there something you'd like to say? Just that I've seen that painting your puzzle's based off on before. Didn't think you'd be into art, Mr. Hyde. I'm not, but this is an exception. It's called Angel Opening a Door. Painted by an artist go by the name Osterzone. Damn good work, too. The original art was stolen years ago from a museum in New York. I got the puzzle from a friend. It was a gift to remember our friendship. But I had no idea it was based on something well known. Well, anyway, time I was off. Sure, no problem. It's more of a reference than like straight up connection between the first game. It's more like, oh hey, remember that? I make for the door to leave Dylan's room. Because that mystery is all solved and everything like that. So, alright, let's go back to our room so we can smash a bottle. A very exciting time for us. As Kyle Hyde, we must be aware of the multiple techniques on how to smash bottles to get our money. Where's my money? Where's my money? Alright, just go to the bottle. And then I need to activate the hammer. Let's see, we got 380 there. Some dollar bills I found in my room. We got some quarters. Went hunting through my room and found some of these. I've got 5 of them with me. Then we got the hammer. Borrowed it from Dylan. The tough iron's got a lot of nicks on it from heavy use. Alright, use it on the bottle. Right, time to give this a go. There you go. Tap, tap. Tap, tappity, tap, tap, tap. Got it. You look so smug about it, too. I smashed something. Yeah, violence. Now let's see how much was inside the thing. I collect $25. If I add that to the money I took out of my wallet earlier, that looks like I could pay the rent. Hooray. 2 p.m. Yeah, and our inventory should say we should be 405 now, so yeah. They'll deal with Dylan and give him his hammer back another day. Right now we need to pay that money before she breaks her kneecaps. Would a little old lady do something like that? Who knows? She lives in Los Angeles. People like that are crazy. Either Los Angeles or New York, one of the two, so. Oh, Mr. Hyde. Sorry about the wait. I've got the money for the rent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Please come in. Oh, wow. She's got a little sub area before. It's a blue ceramic vase. The flowers in it are pure white. A commemorative plate with a gilded floral design around the edge. The attention to detail seems incredible. Must be worth a fortune. The photos in this small frame appear to be of wheat fields. This is the vase made of white ceramic. It's painted with an elegant floral design. Now that I think, everything in this room has some kind of flowery pattern on it. I guess that's just what Max is into. It's a blue ceramic vase. The flowers in it are also blue. In fact, they almost match the vase. This little photo frame has photos of forests in it. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. At this end is a traditional looking table lamp. It glows lights up the space around it. I feel illuminated already. I have nothing on the actual. Okay. Now what am I doing? Taking my time? I'm taking my time. That's what I'm doing. There's an oil painting on the wall that commands attention. Depicted on the canvas is a bowl of overflowing with fruit. The thing looks pricey. It's a small table lamp with a round shade. A little wooden table with an oddly shaped legs is set against the wall. The surface is quite damaged, but the texture of the wood is beautiful. This appears to be an antique chair. Some of the flowers that make up the design of the fabrics are a little faded. This chair looks like it could be an antique. The fabric has a floral design. It's exactly like the one on the left. Max must have bought them as a set. So this is what Mag's room looks like from the inside. I've been living above her for 4 years, but this is the first time I've been in here. Margaret's living room. Yeah, let's take a look around before we talk to her. There's a floor lamp in the corner. It's pretty tall. It's another one of these wooden cabinets. It's been covered with a large frilly tablecloth. Among other things, there are a TV and some photo frames set on it. A commemorative plate. Not sure what it's commemorating, though. The vase here is simple and elegant. There are flowers in it, but I don't know what they're called. Flowers aren't really my thing. It's a photograph in a frame. The photo of a man playing the tenor saxophone. Saxophone. Huh, kind of looks familiar. Is that what Mags looked like when she was younger? It's a photograph in a frame. The photo is of a cheerful young woman. Mags' television seems a little on the small side. For a big tube TV, that's saying something. The picture has the signatures of George and Margaret on it. They look like a nice couple. The photograph of those 2 young women. Based off their clothes, they must be dancers. So maybe Mags was a dancer at one point? Oh, okay. If that's supposed to be her specifically. Mags has pink curtains too long in this room and it might have become my favorite color. Through the window I can see what's going on outside. The answer is not a lot. There's a thin lamp sitting on the mantelpiece. Looks like the slightest breeze would topple it. I'll keep my distance. There's a thin lamp sitting on the mantelpiece. A large oil painting hangs above the fireplace. Big surprise is more flowers. The painting is signed by the artist, but I don't recognize the name. The only artist I know anything about is Osterzone. That's from the last game. The vase of flowers adds a little more color to the mantelpiece. I'd say the huge fireplace is probably the centerpiece of the room. Yeah, I don't know about that. Through the window, I can see what's going on outside. The alley behind the building isn't exactly full of excitement. This is the first time I've ever seen the back alley from the first floor. There's our curtains on Mag's windows, vital for keeping out prying eyes. They're open at the moment, though, and gathered on both sides. Check our little table there. A wooden coffee table with a square lace tablecloth on top of it. The armchair matches the sofa. A 2-seater sofa with a floral design. There's not a speck of dirt on it. The sofa has 2 cushions on it. They have the same design, but the colors are different. I guess I can't really check anything else on this side, so okay. Nope, doesn't even let me check these in, so. Yeah, it's weird how some places will have a lot of stuff you can look at, and then not a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. I can't, it doesn't look like I can get back there to look at that, so. Alright, I guess we can talk to her then. Here's the money for the rent. The moolah, the cash, the ruples, the dinare, the livre, whatever, all the pounds, I don't know. I hand Max the 400 I owe her for the rent. Many thanks. It appears to be all here. Sorry it took me so long to pay up. I think I could see my way clear to forgiving you this time, Mr. Hyde. I wish I could make this an example to other residents. They're not all like you, Mr. Hyde. Some have still yet to pay me what they owe. At my last count, there were still 2 tenants who are behind on what they owe. Now who's behind on the rent? Mr. Wolf from room 201 and Miss Rivet from room 206. Mary from 206. She didn't strike me as the kind who'd fall behind.
From what I could tell, Mr. Wolf is out of work, and Miss Rivet, unfortunately, is a widow like myself. I can see they have their reasons, but my point is I know people can be hit by circumstances beyond their control, but my apartments are not a charity, and they should make an effort to pay up. I hate to ask, but would you be willing to have a word with them for me?
Well, you want me to hire me as your goon or something like that?
Oh, but while you're here, would you care for some tea, Mr. Hyde? If memory serves, we haven't really had much time to chat up until now.
Sorry, but I'll have to pass. Got things I need to take care of first.
Is that so? I hope I haven't said anything to offend you.
No, it's nothing like that.
Then I see no reason why we can't have at least a little chat together.
Well, if you insist.
I do. I often reminisce about the past, Mr. Hyde.
Well, it's because you're old. You do?
Yes, especially about the things that happened a long time ago. I find myself doing it more and more as the days we all have to leave get closer. I can't help myself. Before I realize it, my mind gets lost in the past.
What kind of things do you think about?
Well, there's my late husband, for one.
Yeah, we saw a picture of the man.
About the time we bought the place when it was just a closed-down hotel. Lots of things, really.
What kind of person was your husband?
He was a musician. He was really into his jazz and played the saxophone.
Mags reaches over and picks up a framed photo.
All those memories. If he'd still been alive, chances are I would never have gotten involved in the leasing of apartments. If only I could switch things back to how they were 13 years ago.
Conveniently, a lot of things seem to be tying up close to each other. I wonder why. What happened 13 years ago?
Lots of things happened, Mr. Hyde. My husband passed away, and I became a widow for one. Then I bought this building, which is still an out-of-business hotel.
Did that incident I asked you about before happen then too?
Calm down, Mr. Hyde. I admire your persistence, but I think I made myself clear regarding the gossip.
If you say so. How did your husband die? What was the cause of your husband's death?
It was an accident. Just an unforeseen accident.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just life. It kind of goes from like that, so.
Let's change the subject, shall we? I believe your mother is also a widow.
Yeah, that's right. My dad died when I was still a 9-year-old kid.
What happened to him, if I may ask?
He was murdered.
Murdered?
And the worst part is the killer never got busted.
That's terrible. In my experience, people tend to find it hard to detach from the past.
So what's all this gossip about? So, all this gossip about 13 years ago.
I'm growing a little tired of this line of questioning, Mr. Hyde. Who told you about this anyway?
I don't think it matters where I heard it from. I'm more interested in hearing what you know about it. Especially if there's any truth in it or not.
None whatsoever. It's like malicious. It's just malicious gossip, like I said.
And that's what you're sticking to, is it?
Please, Mr. Hyde, do me the courtesy of forgetting about it. I won't take kindly to you raising it again in my presence. Is it that time? I see we must have gotten lost in our discussion. It was very stimulating talking to you, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, for me too. I think it's about time I headed off anyway. He disappeared to another planet. I mean, he left. I leave Mag's apartment. Still can't quite swallow the story about the incident 13 years ago being gossip. I need to get some more info out of Sydney. Good timing too. My stomach's beginning to sound like a bullfrog. I can grab a bite and speak to the old man at the same time. Alright, actually, since we've got some change, let's go to the vending machine and see if we can get lucky. There's a vending machine in the lobby. Maybe we'll grab a drink. Oh, whoops. I need to actually use money on that, so. There's quarters. What'll it be? And put a quarter in there. Alright, well, usually he says he likes Cool Pop, so. Cool Pop, my favorite drink. I opened the bottle and glugged the whole thing down. I drank this all the time, but it's just as tasty as ever. But this time it might come with a prize. This bottle cap, you win! Is a winner! I put the winning bottle cap in my pocket. Alright, we'll do something with that actually here pretty soon. But yeah, winning bottle cap. This was on a bottle I bought. Looks like I traded in for a free gift. Let's see, what did it say exactly the gift was? Was it just buy something from a machine, be sure to check the reverse of the bottle cap. Winners receive fabulous prizes. Yeah, well, we're actually about to go see Sydney anyway, so we can take care of that while we're there, so. Alright. No sign of Rex.
Come on in. Welcome to Lucky's Cafe.
Hey, Claire. What's today's coffee?
It's a strong Colombian blend. It goes very well with cream too. Care to sample a cup?
I'll just have it black and a jumbo burger with a side of fries.
Sure, let me make a note of that.
Throw in plenty of cheese and pickles. Hold the tomato, okay?
Sure thing.
Claire. Huh? Don't tell me you're still having trouble remembering Mr. Hyde's order.
Give me a break, Dad.
How many times do I have to tell you, gotta memorize customers' orders first time?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sure I'll get it right next time.
I hope so, for your sakes. You're usually spot on with things like that.
Never mind him. My dad's always saying stuff like that. Doesn't take much to make him yell either.
No second chances in the trade, I'm afraid.
Yeah, okay, Dad, you made your point.
It's true. A lot of people go to food places, and if people make too much of a hassle or you know, whatever, they won't come back as repeating customers because they think it's it's not one of those types of places. Well, for me, I don't go back to some places because of trying to save money or whatever, really. But I get what he's saying though. Claire heads off in the direction of the kitchen. Maybe a point. She's got some cheek. Maybe a bit of cake too. Just a friendly piece of friendly advice. I want to ease up on her a little. Take it from me, Mr. Hyde. What that girl needs is a firm hand. In my opinion, it's a father's right to get a little angry once in a while. Get the point across, you know. Can I bend your ear for a minute? What's up? It's about what you told me yesterday. You know, the incident from 13 years ago? That again? What kind of incident was it anyway? Mr. Hyde, I'm pretty sure I made myself clear. I just thought I'd mention it to you, seeing as you were chatty. And I've got nothing more to add. Would you mind just dropping it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Just answer me this, though. Why does Miss Patrice seem to be trying to cover something up regarding the incident? That should be obvious, even to you. She's the owner. It's not exactly good for business making it public that a murder happened here. You have to understand that she put everything into running of this place. She took on the business by herself and has had her fair share of troubles. I didn't want to add to them, so I agreed to keep the incident to myself. What happened yesterday was just a little slip on my part. Guess I figured that we're all going to be leaving soon. It couldn't do any harm. It'd be best for everyone if you could just forget about everything you ever heard about it. I suppose you're right. By the way, are you any good at puzzles? Puzzles? It's almost like you're talking to a point-and-click adventure game protagonist here. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't like puzzles. I hate them. Never met one I couldn't solve. And it looks like you're the right man for the job. If you're really that good, you should make short work of this. Not exactly what I was expecting. It's a quiz or entry form of a kind of crossword puzzle. I take the crossword. What kind of quiz is this anyway? Just a little idea we cooked up. We call it Lucky's Thank You Quiz. Just a bit of innocent fun and a way to thank all our loyal customers. Get your answer in by December 22nd for your chance to net a cool 1,000. 1,000? Not a penny less. So fancy your chances, do you, Mr. Hyde? I thought it'd help boost people's spirits, seeing as we're all leaving soon. Of course, this place is gonna close as well. There are 5 keywords in the quiz, and they're all somewhere inside the cafe. Why not give it a shot? Sydney moves away. I think I'll make my way to my usual seat. Now, by the way, you don't actually have to solve the puzzle. It's an optional a quest or optional objective in the game, so you can actually skip it if you don't want to mess with it. It's time to lose one of the few places I can relax in. Here you go. Or sorry.
Here you go. Today's coffee and a burger with a side of fries. Lots of pickles and cheese, but no tomato, just like you said. The burger is grilled to perfection and is medium rare as you like it.
Perfect.
Glad to hear it. Enjoy.
Those are the type of servers you like to have at restaurants like that. You know, perky, happy and objective. Claire walks away from the table. Now I've got a delicious looking burger and freshly made coffee in front of me. The smell coming from the fries is mouth-watering. And as for the burger, I don't think I've ever eaten better. It's huge too. Kind of reminds me of not Waco. I'm trying to think. There's a place that, well, it's actually not nearby. It's actually a few. It's a burger place. I don't know if they're still around though. They used to sell really big burgers. Obviously, they cost quite a bit, but they were really huge burgers. And there was like a contest there you could get if you could eat the whole thing. Obviously, I never ate one of those things because I'm not crazy and I don't want to clog up my arteries. But it was fun to go there when I was in the Boy Scouts during camper trip. It was on our way towards a specific camp location. We'd always stop by there on the way back from the trip over the weekend. So, memories. Anyway, that was amazing. I'm going to miss this place. Yeah, people always have that burger joint they like. I don't actually have a place like that. I've eaten too many major places to have like a local burger place, unfortunately. There are burger places nearby that I could go to, but I'm just not. I usually make stuff at home these days, so. Anyway, crossword. This is for Lucky's kind of crossword competition. The answers can be found in the cafe. Let's see if we can solve it, shall we? Yeah, you just have to look around the cafe to find it. So, let's see. Questions, answers. So the way it works is it's basically based off a color pattern. So as you see, there's blue, orange, kind of a pinkish, purple, and green. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to basically look at stuff around the cafe and figure it out from colors wise what it is. It's supposed to and use all the letters of the alphabet to solve it. So I'll just solve it right now, just to all right, that one's iced, and then orange is cafe. Whoops, now I have to do that again. And then purple is jukebox. So, yeah. There's X there. And then green is lucky. And then red is beef. Where's the beef? And then the answer you get from solving all of those is juice. This looks fine to me. If I get the chance, I'll show it to Sydney. Alright, then we can talk to Sydney and about this. Now, have you finished the crossword? Simple puzzle like that, I could have done it in my sleep. Let me see. But yeah, the way you're supposed to figure it out is from when you look around the cafe, you're supposed to look at all the color coordinations, and that's how you're supposed to guess what the wording is and everything like that. Let me see. Huh. Yep, you got it. Not bad, Mr. Hyde. Well, here you go. What's this? It's a slip with your entry number for the prize draw. Sydney hands me my entry slip. This is your proof that you've entered, so take good care of it, okay? The prize draw is on December 23rd. Who knows, you might get lucky. Got it. Let me ask you, Mr. Hyde, if you won $1,000, what would you spend it on? I'll think about that if it ever happens. I guess I should have expected an answer like that. $1,000, huh? Alright, let me talk to him again. You need anything, Mr. Hyde? Take a look. Ah, it's a winning bottle cap from the vending machine. Congrats, here's your prize. Sydney gives me the Pinky Rabbit Land game. Oh, we saw a commercial for that. I think it's a handheld video game that just brought out. Oh, you had to spend all that money on that? Wow, thanks for that. Let's take a look at that. So, yeah, there's our entry slip. My prize for the Lucky Cafe prize draw. They announced the winner on November 23rd. Pinky Rabbit Land. Got this as a vending machine prize. Pinky Rabbit blasts off into gaming. Or something. Let me see if, let's see. About Pinky Rabbit Land. Collect the carrots on the rope and ferry them safely to the ground while dodging the ninja's attacks. Additional carrots won't appear until what you're carrying has reached the ground. Be careful. 3 hits and it's game over. Kind of reminds me of the, Actually, I don't actually remember how to play this game. I think it froze because it wouldn't let me do anything. Let me try that again. So I tried using it, and then for like the great game froze or something like that. So let me try it one more time. Yeah, these are like old, yeah, I don't actually remember how to play this, at least from the, this version of the game or whatever, so I'm not sure. Well, I'll figure it out off screen. I wasn't actually going to mess with this. I just wanted to show you what it was. Maybe I'll do it next episode. I'll show you like how to actually play the thing. So, can I help you with anything, Mr. Hyde? Nah, not really. I just want to see her cute model for a second. So, okay. I don't think there's anything else to really check in here. So, I think we're good. All right, let's head back out since we ate already. So. Alright, now what do we do? Mr. Hyde. Oh, wrong voice. I knew it was her, but I did that voice anyway. Oh, it's you, Mary. Glad I got you. I just wanted to apologize for my behavior yesterday. No problem. I had a word with Tony and managed to smooth things over. We got nothing to worry about from him. Thank you very much. I don't know what came over me. I'm not proud of the commotion I caused. I hope I haven't given you reason to hate me. Trust me, it takes a lot more than that to make me hate a person. I try not to take things too seriously. I'm an easy-going kind of guy. Probably best if we just forget the whole thing. You're very kind. It's not kindness. I just don't want to waste any more of my time on it. Why is she crying? Hey, there's no need to get upset. Ever since I lost my husband, things have been very tough for me. But after talking to you, I've been able to relax and open up a little. I feel less stressed and worked up than usual. I guess Hyde is just one of those types of guys, huh? I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde. I must be getting on your nerves. Maybe a little, so. Are you in some sort of financial trouble? No. Well, maybe a little. Perhaps a little. Oh. You've been apologizing for ages now. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to be apologized to over and over. Oh, I see. You don't beat around the bush, do you, Mr. Hyde? I find it's easier all around if I speak my mind. Leaves nothing to the imagination. But Mary, if you've got something you want to say to me, just spit it out. There's no sense of keeping it to yourself. But if that's the case, I believe you've just been you've been to see Miss Patrice. Right, I had some business to discuss with her. But what did she have to say to you? Well, why do you ask? I mean, did I come up in the conversation at all? I see where this is going. Are you worried about her telling me about your rent?
So she did talk about me. I thought as much. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm short of money right now and I can't pay my rent.
So you're completely broke? I mean, do you have any sort of income at all?
Kind of. I expected some this to come into a lump sum shortly. When I receive it, I'll be able to settle the rent.
I see. Huh? The door opens and somebody comes in. Rex Viper. I mean Rex, I don't know why I say that. I think he's like some 80s villain or something like that. Great, it's Rex Foster. Huh? Mary, what's the matter?
It's nothing. Please don't worry about it. I think I'm going to leave, Mr. Hyde.
Mary makes a quick exit. Huh. Interesting. Well, Mr. Rex.
What is it?
Rex Foster. What are you still doing lurking around here?
Got no business with you, Hyde. I'll just get around to pay a little visit to someone in this building.
Now, who have you come to visit? Inquiring minds want to know. Who have you come to visit?
There's someone here that I have business with. Catch you later.
Hold on a second. Hold it right there. I don't think this question matters. It just changes the dialogue slightly. What business do you have with me?
Do I even need to answer that? Oh, you shot your partner during an undercover operation back when you were a cop. He went missing and you jacked in your job to try and find his whereabouts. That makes you an instant case. I'm here for someone else. Like I said, there's a person in this building with a far shadier past than you.
Who is it? Is that who you're tracking down? Someone with a shadier past. So that's who you're tracking, is it?
What? You bet you're trying to know who it is, aren't you?
I have the feeling that you're not going to tell me if I ask, though. Well, I mean, yeah. To be honest, I haven't got the energy. I'm sick of throwing myself into other people's problems. Got my own stuff to sort out.
Have you now? So you wouldn't even be interested if I told you it's a woman, you know?
So he's been tracking a woman, has he? What's with this? I mean, I know it's part of just the animation style, but it almost looks like they're trying to stare each other down, ready for a beatdown or something like that.
I think we've said all that we can for now. I'll be seeing you, Kyle.
Later. Did he just do the "these aren't the droids you're looking for" hand wave? Rex walks off. So he's tailing some broad in this building. Could he be Mary's after? Well, let's go back to our room for now. Oh, wait, what's that? There's a wooden bench on the wall. I know that's what we're supposed to be looking at, just see if there's anything else. Huh? There's something lying on the floor. I pick up the item from the floor. Da-da-da-da. Looks like some sort of letter. The address label says for Mary Rivet. It appears to be from an insurance company. Perhaps a life insurance from her husband or something like that. So, maybe. I take the insurance letter. I guess I better give it to Mary. Alright.
Who is it?
I hear Mary's voice echo from inside. It's Kyle Hyde.
I'm a little busy, Mr. Hyde. Can you wait?
I've got something here that belongs to you.
You have? Okay, hang on. So what have you got that belongs to me?
Did you drop anything in the hallway?
What?
Like a letter from an insurance company?
Did you say an insurance company?
Easy. What's with the sudden excitement? I found this on the floor.
I see.
So the money you said you would likely be getting is from an insurance policy.
Mr. Hyde, please come inside. I think it'd be better if we discuss this there.
Uh-oh. Don't want people talking about out in the open, huh? Alright. I guess I could look at the letter really quick before we get rid of it. Insurance letter. Found this on the floor in the second floor corridor. It's addressed to Mary in room 206. Mary.
Please show me the letter you found, Mr. Hyde.
Alright, pull the letter out of our inventory. Here. I handed the letter from the insurance company to Mary. I think you have been trying to find this. It was lying on the floor out in the hallway. I can't believe I didn't notice it dropped something that's important. I'm going to have to pay more attention to what I'm doing. She seems to be pretty scatterbrained recently, probably maybe from the death of her husband, maybe? It's from my late husband's insurance company. It contains the details of the amount of money I'll be receiving from the policy. So that's the money you were talking about earlier. Precisely. It's the money my husband left me when he died. How did he die again, exactly? When the funds reach my account, I'll be able to pay my rent to leave this place. But it's unfortunate, isn't it? I had no idea I'd be leaving this apartment so soon. After all, I only decided to move in here half a year ago. And being forced to leave, huh? Well, that's really just things outside of your control, really, when you think about it, so. How did your husband die, Mary? It was a car accident. I waved goodbye one day half a year ago, but he never returned home. It took him 6 months to pay off your insurance? I guess it really takes a long time to like go over the minutia just to make sure you like didn't die from your hands or something like that, I guess. Why did you choose to live here? It was somewhere I was fond of. How come? I met my husband here. It was quite a while back when the place was still a hotel, actually. That long ago, so like 13 years ago? I came back here after he passed away. I had no idea that this place had been converted into apartments. Still, the exterior had remained untouched. I thought to myself, living here would help me keep the memories of our time together alive. What were their memories? Does it sound strange? Not at all. Your husband's a lucky guy. I mean, you're still devoted to him even now. He was so dear to me. You're an unusual person, Mr. Hyde. I find it a very easy person to talk to. You're sure you're not getting me mixed up with someone else? Mr. Hyde? Yeah. There's this other thing I'd like to talk to you about. What kind of hotel was it? It was very big. It wasn't very big and only had a small number of rooms, but had a good reputation, exceptional service, and delicious food. My husband used to work here, actually. He worked here with my brother when they were both still alive. What'd you say? Your brother used to work in the hotel too? That's right. But when the decision was made to close the place down 13 years ago, both he and my husband found themselves out of work. So you know about the incident that happened here 13 years ago? Incident? Someone got murdered and the case never got solved. I had no idea. I see. Yeah, nuts. Well, didn't expect to get the answer, but you never know. You got something you'd like to discuss? It's about the man who came into the building just now. You mean Rex? Yes, Rex Foster. I wanted to talk to you about him. Did he try any funny stuff? He placed this in my room while I was out. Is that the guy who opened her door and thought she lost her ring? Mary shows a small electrical device. That's a bugging device, I know. You said he placed this device in here? I'm sure it was him. I can't think of anyone else who would. So he's been trying to gather information about you all this time. That's what I suspect, yes. Tell me something, Mary. Can you think of any reason why I'd be so interested in your day-to-day activities? I haven't got a clue. Lately, wherever I go and whatever I do, I feel like I'm being watched. I only noticed him watching me about 3 days ago. Do you have any sort of connection to him? None whatsoever. In fact, he scares me. What do you think I should do, Mr. Hyde? Leave it to me. He and I have got some unfinished business. I've got some questions of my own that need answering. Really? Will you talk to him for me? I think that's my cue to leave. Of course. Am I meant to believe that Rex goes about planting bugging devices in people's rooms? Did he plant this one in Mary's room? Now, let's go back downstairs and see if we can find this Mr. Rex guy. There he is. Whoa. You really are a nasty piece of work. Steady on, pal. Listen up, Rex. You've been targeting Mary Reve and don't try to deny it. She's the one you're after.
And what's that got to do with you?
Don't try to pull a fast one, Rex. I'm onto you.
I don't know what you think you stumbled on.
Really? I know about the bugging device you planted in a room.
What bugging device? You're not making any sense.
Spit it out. I know the kind of dodgy dealings you're into.
You sure you feeling alright, Kyle? This feels just like a police interrogation, you know? You guys jumped to the wrong conclusions and forced people to confess to it. Like now, you're trying to get me to own up to planting a bugging device. You don't have a shred of proof to back up any of this up.
You want proof, do you?
If you didn't get me to confess to anything, show me the proof. And you'll have to find something very convincing.
I hate to admit it, but he's got a point. I can't pin anything on it without proof. Better start looking around for something that links into all this. "6 p.m. After my conversation with Rex, I head back to my room. I slump onto the sofa to think about what's transpired. Irrefutable proof. As I think, I notice the sun setting from outside the window. Spend hours and hours just sitting around like a bump on a log. Anyway, let's try to give ourselves something to do. My buzzer sounds. Who is it? You know what? I think we forgot to do something. Because...
Dylan! Mr. Hyde, will you mind getting my hammer back?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry about that. I completely slipped my mind. I figured it might have. As far as I'm aware, you can't give it to him earlier, so... Here you go. Did it help you out with your problem? Yep, it did the trick. Glad to hear it. Then we get this weird, awkward conversation. By the way, there's something I want to ask you, Mr. Hyde. Go on. I want to ask if you noticed a shifty-looking man in sunglasses. He's been hanging around the building recently. Yeah, I have. That's Rex Foster. I've seen him, too. Is he a detective, too? What makes you think that?
No, the expression in his eyes. The way he cures himself, I suppose. I figured he might be a detective searching this place for something.
No offense, but he really doesn't strike me as a detective.
Is that so? Well, if you say so, I guess you being an ex-detective, you know about these things.
Don't tell me you're disappointed.
Maybe a little. Having a real life detective around could be exciting. I was gonna just walk up and ask him.
What did you plan on saying?
I don't know, maybe ask him if he had any leads or secret tip-offs. I love those cop shows on television and thought it'd be great to be involved in all.
Are you serious?
What?
Leads, secret tip-offs? This is what it's like in the real life, you know. Mark my words, you'd be best steer clear of that guy.
If you say so, Mr. I.
While you're here, can I ask you something? Have you noticed anything unusual or out of place in the building lately?
Unusual? Out of place? Around here?
Yes, there was one thing.
Mr. I, do you have a radio in your room?
Yeah, I got one.
Have you noticed that the reception seems messed up all of a sudden?
Can't say I have.
Well, there's some weird noise last night that I can't quite identify. It seems to have happened suddenly, I just can't figure it out. It's been driving me mad for a while now.
Interesting.
Okay, Mr. Hyde, I got something to be somewhere. See you.
Dylan leaves my room and disappears down the hall. Strange noise from the radio. I better give it a listen. Alright, now we have to mess with the radio again. Let's see what Dylan was mumbling about. Alright, turn it on. Oh, whoops. Yeah, because remember earlier we were getting music stations? Yeah, I was about to say, I thought we got more than just the 1 or 2 music stations when we were here last time. Yeah, that's it on that, so. Yeah, the only thing we're getting is like static and some music from 1,000 there. Turn that back up there. Oh, okay, never mind. Huh. What's that? I hear music and voices? Hold on. This music's familiar. Where have I heard it before? Kinda reminds me of a place where people are talking and music is playing. And not enough time to think on that. Huh? A phone call? Yeah, let's see who it is. Maybe it's Rachel. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing, dude. Thanks, Donnie. Hey there. Hey, Rachel. I've got an update on Rex Foster like you asked. Tell me. Let me see. He's 38 years old and appears to be an insurance claim investigator. So he's basically just checking the life insurance money from Mary. At least is what it seems like. Insurance claim investigator. Well, it looks like he's freelance and comes with his fair share of bad gossip. What kind of gossip are we talking here? Word is, if he looks into a claim, the client never receives their cash. Is that any good? I can do more digging if you like. Yeah, that'd be helpful. Will do, sweetie. I'll be in touch as soon as you have more information. I've got something else I'd like you to check out. I want to find out about Hotel Cape West. No problem, I'll check it out. And while you're at it... There's more? I didn't tell you before, but it looks like I've got to clear out of here by the end of the month. Why's that? This place has been sold off. Everyone's leaving. That happened pretty quickly. Tell me about it. I've got to find myself a new place to live in the meantime. Maybe I'll just head over to your place and crash there. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Well, it was worth a shot. Just kidding. You making a joke? Wait, let me get my tape recorder. Anyway, I'll be waiting for your call. Yeah, she's our own little money penny. We flirt with her, but nothing ever comes of it. So he's working for an insurance company looking into people's claims. So much to think about. Bugging devices, strange noise from the radio. I'll need more info. Think I'll take another sniff around the building. Alright. Now let's see what we can find while we look around, so. Now let's head back, maybe see what the people at the cafe are up to. Obviously can't do anything with Rex because we don't have any proof. I wonder if he's still there. Yep, he's still there, but we don't have anything on him, so we'll have to ignore him for now. Yeah, let's see. Here we need to examine some things, so. There's a Christmas tree standing in the corner. Let's see, there it is. Just as I thought. There's a bugging device attached to the tree. The reason we're supposed to know to go here is because of what's on the radio, so because of the music and everything like that. So. I take the bugging device. Can I ask you something? Sure, what is it? Where's Mary usually sit when she's here? Mary? Let me see. Oh yeah, she sits in the same place every time. Right over there by the Christmas tree. That's also another clue that if you talk to Cindy and Claire, they mention about the Christmas tree, and then you go over there and check for the bugging device. Thanks. But why are you interested in where she sits? Just curious, that's all. I think it's about time Rex and I had another chat. Actually, do they have anything extra to say? Yeah, you could talk to him sooner and ask him about things, but... Okay, didn't think so. Alright, let's go back outside. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this new bugging device we got. Oh no, I guess it's the same one. Well, anyway, so we found the other bug. This bug was in the cafe Christmas tree, so. Have you got a moment? You again? Don't you ever quit? There's no need to get worked up this time. I was just about to leave anyway. Catch you later, Kyle. Hold it right there. What is it now? Looks like you're out of luck. I know why you're here. Oh? And what do you think you know? Everything I need to know. I'll doubt that. For starters, I know exactly why you've been poking around the building. It's been bugging me for a while now. It's been buzzing around me all the time like an annoying fly. Is that all you all say? Not quite. I know it's my job to drive that fly away. So you're saying I'm a flaw now, are you? You've got nothing on me. Listen up, Rex. You've been targeting Mary Reve and don't try to deny it. She's the one you're after. And what's that got to do with you? Hey. Don't fool me. Dude, don't fool me. I know exactly what you're up to. And what do you think you know? I know you're behind planning this. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, just show him the bugging device now. Can you identify this? ... I found it hidden on the Christmas tree in Lucky's Cafe. It just happened to be right next to the seat Mary uses when she goes there. Isn't that a coincidence? ... I know the reason why you've been following Mary. You planted a bugging device in her room. Is that so? And I suppose you got plenty of evidence to back this up, have you? I haven't got absolute proof, but you're the only one around here likely to do it. Give it up, Carl. You can't prove anything. Make no mistake. I'm a salesman now, not a cop. I've got no interest in handing you over to the police. Then why are you being so protective of the woman? I just want some answers. I want to know exactly why you'd do something like that. Well. I'd have thought you'd have guessed one out, but it looks like you're not smart enough. I'm here to catch you in the act. Has she been telling you stories, Kyle? Actually, we did speak, but it was mostly about you. We talked about your bugging device and the fact you're practically stalking her. That's what she said, is it? Looks like she's got you right where she wants you. Hold it. Hold it! Alright, Phoenix Wright. She hasn't done anything to me. You're talking bull. She hasn't tried any funny business. Really? Doesn't look that way from where I'm standing. I'm sure she turned on the waterworks and you fell for it the very next second. You have no idea what that woman is capable of. Let's see. Alright, so now we just need to ask him, why are you investigating Mary? Yeah. Is there any particular reason you're following her? That's none of your business. Tell me. I told you I know who you are, so you might as well tell me why you're here. Aw. I know all about you being an insurance investigator, Rex. So you found out. I also found out about your reputation. Why are you keeping tabs on Mary? Since you already know who I am, I guess there's no harm in letting you know. I work for the insurance company that Mary's husband had a policy with. It's in the company's interest to keep tabs on her as she's guilty of. Tell me, Rex. Do you think she committed fraud? Do you think she's committing fraud? That's certainly something the insurance company is thinking. There's more to the car accident that killed her husband that she's letting on. And I suppose you have proof to back up these accusations? If I did, would I really need to waste my time poking around here? You know, in the business they call me the Vulture. Sure, my fee's a little high, but it's cheaper than the company paying out the amount she's due. And the last thing the insurance companies want is to be scanned by her again. What kind of person do you think she is? Yeah, what kind of person do you think Mary is? To put it bluntly, she's a specialist in fraud. She's so used to fabricating things that didn't even register for her anymore. You're not trying to tell me you fell for a story, are you? Maybe I did, a little. Yeah, I trust her more than I trust you. I trust her more than I trust you, my friend. Yeah, well, I hope you got a good reason for that. Let's just say I'm a good judge of character. Don't make me laugh. Probably about time you had your senses checked if you think she's clean. Oh, why is that? Because you don't know the first thing about that woman, that's why. The only thing she's got going for her is the ability to lie. She'll gain your trust to take you for every penny you're worth. So she committed fraud before? Tell me about the fraud she's committed in the past. After her brother died 13 years ago, she's the sole beneficiary of his policy. And what's fishy about that whole thing is that he died in a car accident too. Huh, similar to her husband, huh? I guess I could see why people would think it's probably the same thing. So she's cheated people before? Of course she has. If she hadn't, do you really think I'd be involved at all? So did you finally get it, Kyle? It must be clear why I'm keeping tabs on Mary now. I'm only checking you in the building out to learn more about her. And you know what the most interesting part is? While I was focusing on my attention on her, I stumbled across some other tidbits too. What kind of tidbits? Rex, one question. Do you know something about what happened here 13 years ago? Of course I do. Then you probably know about the Scarlet Star too. Scarlet Star? Yeah, it disappeared 25 years ago. Well, if that's just the craziest coincidence. To think you of all people are asking me about that. After all, the person who knew the most about that was none other than your father. Perhaps you should go ask him. Hold it right there, Foster. Easy, Kyle. You should be thanking me. I'm telling you all this for free. People usually pay good money for the facts I uncover. More fool them. Anyway, I'm out of here. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. Nuts. Damn it, he fled. How the hell did my dad get drawn into this? And how is he connected to the Scarlet Star? Mary's past fraud, the murder 13 years ago, the mysterious order sheet. What's the link between all these things? I think it's time I try to get my thoughts straight. In the morning of December 20th, Max came and demanded my rent. I collected all the money I had in my wallet, but I was still short. There was more inside an empty whiskey bottle, but I needed to break it. I asked Dylan for something to use, and he lent me his hammer! Right. Dylan lent me his hammer to use it to smash open the bottles and retrieve the cash. I took the $400 to Max and settled my rent. As it turned out, Mary also owed Max some money, which surprised me a little. I met Mary in the lobby, but we were interrupted when someone came in. It was Rex. Right. It was none other than Rex Foster came in when we were talking. As soon as Mary saw Rex, she fled back to the safety of her room. With the ever suspicious Rex on my mind, I decided to go to the second floor. When I got there, I found a letter addressed to Mary from an insurance company. After I handed it over to her, she told me about a bugging device. It's a bug, you see? Yeah, a bug. Right. She told me about a bugging device she found in her room. After talking to Mary, I went back to my room. Soon after, Rachel called. She had some information to share with me about Rex Foster. She told me about some interesting facts about him, including his job as an insurance claim investigator. Right. It turns out that Rex is an insurance claim investigator. After finding the clue in the strange noise coming from the radio, I headed to Lucky's Cafe and found a second bugging device, so I confronted Rex about it. He shared some eye-opening facts about Mary with me. He told me she was suspected of insurance fraud. Right. Rex said that he had some suspicions about the death of Mary's husband and was looking around for evidence to back them up. Also, 13 years ago, Mary's brother died in similar circumstances. She became the sole beneficiary of the payout for his insurance policy. December 20th, 1980. I put the pressure on Rex and he told me about interesting facts about not only Mary, but also about the past before this building became an apartment block. This is what he told me. He said that the person with all the facts about the star was my dad. It was those words that prompted me to make a decision I couldn't make before. I decided that I'd take a closer look into the mysterious order sheet I received. I started to consider the Scarlet Star that went missing 25 years ago. Maybe in some way connected to the death of my dad. And in the dead of night, for the first time in years, I called my mom. When I got her on the phone, I asked her what happened all those years ago. Alright. Now there is chapter 3. So it looks like a lot of interesting things are going on. We've got our job back. We paid our rent, and we got ourselves a new video game to boot. And now our dad's involved in a mystery that we are now about to solve. Will we find out more about the mystery? What's going on in the residences of the hotel while that's happening? Find out in chapter 4 of The Last Window, The Secret of Cape West. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.